entire 2 hours, the monthly special resveratrol. When we show you the value, it'll knock you out of the sofa. It is beyond words. I'm excited to get there. But we actually have 2 monthly specials, resveratrol and of course Andrew's omega-3 product that really needs no introduction. It's one of the big ones. It's one of the most popular ones, and certainly out there when you compare it to other omega products in the marketplace, there is no comparison. We're going to talk about how this is smaller but more potent and powerful. We're going to talk about the fact there's no fishy aftertaste, no contaminants, no mercury. And we're going to talk about the fact that so many of us are buying an omega product that, Andrew, just doesn't cut it when you really look at what it's made from, right?
Well, most omega products, and by most, probably 90% would be a good estimate. Right. Most omega products are made by contract manufacturers, which means not made by the company whose label you see on it, and the product itself is really just an industrial commodity material. When you think of fish oil, you think, okay, you take fish oil, you put it in the capsule. And that fish oil, the fats, the omega-3s, are in a form called a triglyceride. We've all heard that word before. The fats in our body are referred to as triglycerides, the natural form. But most of those omega-3 products you see in the market are not in their natural form. They're in an industrial synthetic form called an ethyl ester. Ethyl esters aren't as bioactive, bioavailable, technical words meaning not as beneficial. So our omega-3s are going to be in their natural triglyceride form, where we contain more DHA than EPA, because DHA is more important. It's 2/3 of the weight of your brain. It's just plain and simple more important. Again, the industrial commodity material is a synthetic material, and it's mostly EPA, not DHA. So, and then, if you want to leave sort of the technical arena and just go to probably the most important thing that everyone appreciates about my product, it will never upset your stomach. It will never have a fishy aftertaste. And it will never be difficult to swallow. And I think in the real world, no matter how technically sound a product might be, that's what's most important, because the experience dictates whether you'll use it consistently. And if you don't use it consistently, you're not going to get the benefits your doctor or your cardiologist or your physician might have recommended.
I mean, you know, you talk about omega and we talk about brain and eye and heart health. There's so many benefits of it. And I know that for many of us watching who already buy an omega product, you might buy it from a supplement store, you might buy it from the big box store. It kind of, when Andrew says these things, you hear it, but sometimes we really don't listen closely to it because we don't understand how something we're buying is not quite right compared to this. Please know that what you're using right now, whatever supplement you're taking, chances are it is not this form of omega-3. And if you're going to take an omega product, you want to make sure you're taking the very best. Andrew, you mentioned the size, simply the size. I've laid out the usual suspects next to yours. They're gigantic in comparison.
And what's interesting, those usual suspects, they contain 1,000, 1,200 milligrams capsules, which contains about 300 to 360 milligrams of omega-3s. My much smaller capsules contains 500. So it contains about 50, 60% more omega-3s in a much smaller capsule. And again, it's just a question of the quality of the approach. And we're talking about a contract manufactured product, which is a typical omega-3 in the marketplace. They're really not seeking quality. They're just going with an industrial material. And I'd rather treat my omega-3s as the quality material they are, with the enormous difference they can make in our health if they're delivered properly. So for me, each and every product I make has to be the very best it could be. And that's why we're forced to be a manufacturer. I didn't necessarily plan on being a manufacturer, but I realized if I wanted products that were made differently, I had to invest in the facilities, in the equipment, and developing the technology to make these products that are more pure and objectively different, a different experience and a different quality.
I never use this phrase in any show that I do other than with Andrew, best in the world. Everything in these 2 hours is the best in the world. You cannot buy better. And something that you're gonna take, you wanna make sure it's the best. For the monthly special, this pricing is really remarkable, affordable. You know, Andrew said how much better this is, how different this is in every aspect, but you're not paying more for it. So that's important to realize. 30, 60, 180 or 360. This is where the pricing normally is. That's the monthly special pricing down there. Even for the largest, it's only $89.90 on 5 flex, free shipping, saves you $70. I'll read one really quick review. I know we're getting to resveratrol, but this one, there's so many reviews, as you can see on Omega. There's over 3,105 stars. The best omega-3s. I notice a difference in the way I feel when I take these capsules. No nasty aftertaste, and the price, once again, can't be beat. Andrew's products are always fresh and natural. I don't have to worry about nasty added ingredients, or if the product has been on the shelf for goodness knows how long. Keep up the good work, Mr. Lessman. You are great. And thank you for caring about the consumer and not charging high prices. And Andrew, that really sums it up perfectly, don't you think?
It does, and what's unusual, we just had talked about calcium intensive care and calcium magnesium intensive care. Calcium products are products that people hate normally. Omega-3 is another product that people hate, and I think both of these products are rated 4.7 stars, and almost 90% of their reviews are 5-star reviews. So that speaks volumes of the fact that these products are really made differently, that we go to great lengths